Hello and welcome to part 10 of our European tour in May to July 2025. We've been really enjoying
It's been great, isn't it?
this tour.
So many places, so many different people.
We hope you've enjoyed the travels as well. In the video we're going to show you today, we start at a place called Pontaumur, which is a camping car park area. And we visit Chenonceau Chateau, which is a lovely chateau, isn't it?
Beautiful.
We cycled there. That was a long cycle.
It was a long day.
It was about 28 miles there and back. And then we travelled to where we are at the moment, which is Incheville. And it's a place we've been before a couple of times. And it's a lovely little camping car park area. Very quiet. There was only 4 of us on here last night. It's a place that I think there's 18 pitches, 18 places, and there was only 4 tonight. At the moment there's only 3 of us. So
there's a nice lake to walk around and
a couple of shops locally in the village, patisserie.
Yeah.
So
little supermarket.
But today we cycled into Treport, which we visited
at the beginning of
our
journey.
travels, and now we're at the end of our journey. And so we had a good...
It seemed right, didn't it, to finish it off that way?
It did. So we hope you enjoy this video, and during this video you'll see a disappearing man in pyjamas. What else was there? There was a couple of other things to look out for.
How many times did you say it's a lovely day at Chenonceau?
Yeah.
And
there's a few things anyway.
Funny things to look out for.
We like to include quirky things. So anyway, we hope you enjoy this video. Bye for now. I forgot in the introduction to this video, after Pontaumur, we went to Sur Cher. That's the second of the places. So we've been to 3. Pontaumur, Sur Cher, and then finally to Incheville. This is the camping car park area at Pontaumur. And so you've got men's toilets, and then you've got a men's urinals. And then we walk around, and the block, this used to be an old municipal campsite. So here we have a shower room for the men with 4 showers and a couple of wash-hand basins. There's an information room that is disabled. Toilet and shower. Morning. And then washing up sinks.
Thank you.
As well as ladies' showers and ladies' toilets around the front. And the sinks, as you see, there's straight washing for pots and laundry. So, very good. All together, and then there's the motoring point for emptying the toilet and filling up water and emptying your waste. A really good facility. And there's a barbecue point over there as well. This must have been the old reception for the campsite. Anyway, we're off today to see if there's anything going on. Should be a market in the town, so we'll explore. So we walked up to the church, Pontaumur, and this is the view from up here. It's over my breath. We've just climbed a lot of steps to get up here, but what a gorgeous setting this church is in. And there's Sandra. So the main doorway is here. And what does it say? Please keep the doors closed and avoid... Let's see. Let's see if it's... The corner here is the organ. Better not get too close to the edge. And then coming up from the organ, you come down to the main street, and that takes you round and back and the camper park somewhere over there in the distance. Very hot again this morning. It was chilly overnight. When I say chilly, it was down to 20, 21 or something, but it's getting hot today. Nothing your side left behind.
Have doors still unlocked.
to their left after 600 metres.
Don't want this side.
Big animals, aren't they?
Yeah, we'll check the electric first. So today is Friday, the 4th of July, and we've come to Chateau Chenonceau. We cycled here 12 miles and come to enjoy the day. Really is a gorgeous day. People in canoes. And that's the chateau. Beautiful place. And the gardens are so lovely. Very, very pretty. And another great view of the chateau. Quite busy today, and there's people tending the gardens just down there. And just another view of the chateau. Really is lovely. Such a beautiful place, a beautiful day. And I don't know whether you can see, but they've got little mist machines because it's so hot. And they're worried about people and people's health. So they've got little mist devices that are around that people can stand in there and get slightly damp, have a cool off. Such a lovely idea. So all the way around the wall they've got these white planters, and they go all the way around, this lovely walled garden. Some more gardens. These are Catherine de Medici's, whoever she was. Obviously famous in Roman time. There's a fountain. Do you want to go up there?
Yeah. Lovely. Really lovely.
Another fountain. And then we'll get to see the other view of the chateau from this side in a second. View of the chateau from the other side. People's faces poking out. We're in a canoe. I wanted to video that lovely cedar tree. Huge. So after having a lovely chicken supreme or poulet supreme and talking to a couple of French folk about their work on a dairy farm, and the lady was a carer. Nice converse. In fact, there's a deer statue, of course. So this is part of our cycle route back to base.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just going to call in at Super U at Montrichard on the way back. Get some provisions. This is part of the nicest bit of site. So today is Tuesday the 8th of July.
Yep.
And we're back at the Treport. We cycled here from Incheville, about 7 miles or so. And although it's sunny, it's not particularly hot. Anyway, we'll catch you up later on our adventures. There's the funicular that came down when we were here last time. At the start of the holiday. So we've done start of the holiday and then end of the holiday at the Treport. And looking across that way towards England is where we'll be headed either tomorrow or early Thursday morning.
Yeah, beautiful.
Quite a cliff, isn't it?
It's like the cliffs of Dover, isn't it?
Yeah. Better market than what?
That we went to the other day, it wasn't really a market.
Yeah. So this is our cycle back to Incheville. It's a lovely morning. Well, we hope you've enjoyed part 10 of our tour, and sadly we'll be on our way home on the next video, and we're going to include some figures about what we've spent while we've been away on campsites and meals out and food and the like. So we'll include that in our next final video, which will be part 11 of our trip. So for now, we want to thank you. If you've managed to watch to the end of this,
Then you've done very well, thank you.
I've still got a bit of a cough, which I picked up a couple of weeks ago now.
Ages ago.
Yeah. Anyway, that's by the by. So yeah, we look forward to catching up with family and friends very soon. We might even have caught up with you by the time this video comes out. But anyway.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye.